Hola amigos, and welcome to a very special Thanksgiving edition of Comics and Coffee, a place where I normally come to you directly after waking up in the morning as I enjoy the very first caffeinated beverage of my day and give you the thoughts that are gracing my brain. Thoughts that are perhaps the most sincere and genuine, since I normally have no idea what I'm talking about. Since I've had a couple minutes to get up, get myself together, and eventually brew my first cup of coffee, I still wanted to do a show even though it's a little bit later on in the day. And seeing as how it is Thanksgiving and this is a time for us to be grateful and thankful for our loved ones and family members, I wanted to talk about comic books and marriage. A lot of comic book characters seem to not have a husband or a wife, or children for that matter. A lot of publishing companies have gone out of their way to either retcon or avoid their characters participating in holy matrimony. I myself got married this August to my soulmate, and it was one of the happiest days of my life. Let's take a look at how happy that made me.
Get up in the morning, slaving for bread, son, so that every mouth can be fed. Oh, me Israelites.
That funky reggae music means that this is a special Wake and Bake edition of Comics and Coffee, because I want to be prepared for all that food I'm going to scarf down my face. Fantastic Four. They're one of my favorite superhero comics released since I was a little kid. I was always able to feel for Mr. Fantastic. I'm a very tall, skinny, lanky dude. I eventually met a beautiful woman. My best friend is a womanizing surfer dude. He's kind of a dick. My other best friend is also kind of a dick, and he's a tiny little guy who's really stout and looks like a giant rock monster. He talks with a really stereotypical Long Island, Brooklynish accent. Now that I'm married, I feel even more for the Fantastic Four. Also, Animal Man, Buddy Baker, kind of a silly superhero, but he's had some great runs. His wife and his kids helps us understand a little bit more about that character. We care more when he gets hurt or his family gets hurt. He has more to, look after. Not only is the fate of the world sometimes in these characters' hands, but also the fate of his family. A lot of losses to be taken if you're a family man. I'm learning it myself. Your consequences and their actions are bigger than you. You're part of a unit. So why don't these publishing companies want their characters married? Peter Parker once got married to Mary Jane. That was retconned. Superman once got married to Lois Lane. That was retconned. Recently, J.H. Williams III and Trevor McCarthy had a run on Batwoman. I was really enjoying it. It was really spooky, it was really dark. It came out of a Greg Rucka run that was really awesome, one of my favorite of all times, and then when J.H. Williams took over, it was just as great. When they decided that Katie Kane was to get married to her, yes, she is gay, but her lesbian partner, DC Comics said, nope. And it wasn't that they were gay, DC was saying that it was because they don't want to see the character get married. Why would they avoid such a thing? What's the big deal? As we as comic book readers get older, we get to spend more and more time with the superheroes that we love. Part of growing up usually implies getting married, or at least falling in love. A natural progression, so to speak. Why would companies avoid us seeing our favorite superheroes take part in something that we all hope to find someday? Love, marriage, whatever it may be. Why would they hold that back from us? A superhero getting married would almost make them more human. We would be able to empathize a little more with that hero. Whether you're married or not, you understand that having a loved one, losing a loved one, any consequence becomes bigger. Why would they hold that back from us? Who knows? Maybe a Wake and Bake edition of Comics and Coffee was not a good idea, but I do want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. I want to hear your thoughts on why you think companies would hold back on seeing our superheroes get married, even though it would be another way for us to feel a little more connected to our heroes and make them seem a little bit more human. My cat Molly Mittens is enjoying a little snuggle time with her pops before we go and have some turkey and we bring her home a kitty bag. Also, Please don't forget, I usually do those cheeky little sign-offs. I want to take some suggestions from you, the viewers. If you have any suggestions on a mustache-related pun, please send it in. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my videos. I will be appearing on an episode of TV Warfare with the Black Critic guy and Joe from Agree to Disagree. It will be on his Agree to Disagree channel. I'll link that in the show notes below. We will be arguing over which character we should be more excited for entering the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 3. Carol Danvers, Black Panther, or Doctor Strange. That's going to be a tough one. Let me know in the comment section below about what you think about superhero marriages. And remember, a mustache is more than a piece of facial hair. It's a way of life. Adios, bro chachos, and have a very happy Thanksgiving.